Was this a lesson, or was the baby just being a jerk? Welcome to the Roblett Show. I'm your host, Roblett. We call these segments Soapbox News. They're current events I felt compelled to get on my soapbox about. It's also your chance to get on your soapbox in our comments section. Did rapper DaBaby teach two kids a lesson, or was this guy just a jerk? That's the focus of today's Soapbox News. Before we get started, I'd like you to go ahead and do a few things. First of all, like this video and subscribe to it. If you happen to be on YouTube, to the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a bell. That's a notifications bell. Click it, and it'll notify you the next time we create a new video. If you happen to be on Rumble, though, to the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a share button. Click that button, and it'll share this video with a friend of yours who should have been here today. Go ahead and do all of those things that apply right now. There's really not a lot to unpack here today. Today is a very simple story. Two boys are selling candy on the street when they spot a popular rapper named DaBaby. They approach him thinking this is going to be an easy sale because he has a lot of money, but things don't go quite as planned. Today is a lighter subject than usual. I decided to touch on an example of real-life politics in action so you can see how and why people disagree on what would appear to be the simplest of topics. I'm going to play two videos for you. The first one is the actual footage recorded by DaBaby himself. The second one is how this same story was reported on the news. Be sure you hang around to the very end of this video because I'm going to give you my opinion, and if you're a new conservative, I'm also going to share with you a link for you to study up on just in case you got today's answer wrong. Let's roll the videotape.
So I got baby, bro. So I got. You got me. You just trying to raise some donation.
Yeah, we got that.
Skittles.
What you want for the box?
200.
200.
Yeah, 200. I mean,
What
like
you
400
charge
every
for?
day.
What you charge for?
I don't want for $2. I mean, like 400 every
$2,
day.
so add this up. How that's 200?
I make 400 every day off donation.
How much you want for your box?
That shit, bro. I make 400 worth too.
You make 400 off that?
Yeah, I'm that
And you
shit.
sell them for $2.
Yeah, and I got for
So
$25.
let's count it. Let's count it.
It's 34 times.
Exactly. What's 34 times 2, my boy? It ain't 200.
That's 2.
It ain't, It ain't 2 nothing. It ain't even $100.
Oh, yeah, that ain't $100, bro.
$68. What about you?
I make 200.
Huh?
2 times 2, bro.
See, y'all, see, look, see. You give me 1, 2. What, they $2 a piece? $1 each, I bet. You gotta use your head, man. You trying to play, man. I was gonna bless you anyway. You'd have got the 200. Now you got $2. Y'all be good. Look, they pissed. Look, got me f***ed up.
Yeah, they did 200.
And then y'all my bankroll back in the bag. Look at it. Look. I used to sell candy too. I know how this go. Ask all the teachers. I don't kill a candy in elementary school. I know how this
Stop
play
trying
with
to
me.
make $1 million.
Trying to make up. Niggas, I make 200 every day. No, I make 200 every day.
Niggas should have been like, I only get like $80, $60. Nigga would have said, all right, nigga.
Didn't think I don't know math. Think I don't know math. Oh, man, quit playing with me.
So what's your gut feeling after watching this? Was DaBaby right or wrong? This video went viral, so that's the million-dollar question we're trying to answer today. To give you an idea how people were disagreeing with each other, listen closely to these two news anchors who have very different points of view.
DaBaby and these two boys right here. Take a look. So do you appreciate the hustle or maybe not so much? This video right here, some kids trying to charge rapper DaBaby hundreds of dollars. We're talking $200 for a box of candy, spreading like crazy online. So while he gives them a math lesson, take a listen.
You make 400 off that?
Yeah, I'm that
And you
shit.
sell them for $2.
Yeah, and I got for
So
$25.
let's count it. Let's count it.
It's 34 times.
Exactly. What's 34 times 2, my boy? It ain't 200.
All right, so he ended up giving them like $2, I think, for a candy bar, more like Skittles, some Gushers or something like that. But some people say he should have forked over the cash. Aisha, keep in mind, DaBaby, he has a net worth of about $3 million. But a lot of backlash that he's receiving online is that he shouldn't have, if he wanted to create a lesson and teach them a lesson, he shouldn't have done it in such a condescending way, and he didn't have to film it. That's what a lot of people are saying online.
All right, so it is the age of social media. There are going to be cameras all the time. I actually think it was a great lesson because I feel like I've been overcharged if someone finds out like what I do for a living, and I never go back for those services if I feel like I was purposely overcharged. So it's a lesson in honesty and just being straight up transparent. I think if he would have said, you know, hey, yeah, man, the box is, you know, $15 or so. This is what I paid for it at Sam's Club or something. He would have given them $200. I appreciate your hustle. Stay out here, keep your head up. Be honest.
I agree with that. I know we have to wrap, but I just want to say this real quick. The young man also said, I make tips, I make donations on the side in a full day's work. So not only is he paying for the $64 that, you know, would equate, you know, that all the Skittles would be, but also just people offering donations on the street. It could have been a $200 day's worth of work.
Yeah, he could have gave him a tip. I do agree,
Just saying.
friend.
Listen closely to the back and forth between Aisha and Francesca, the two news anchors. Francesca doesn't clearly state her personal views. She merely says that some people believe the baby should have just forked over the $200. She goes on to volunteer the baby's net worth as a justification for him paying it, and she also goes on to say that some people believe it was condescending for him to even film it. Then Aisha gives her perspective. Aisha immediately shoots down the fact that people are offended over filming it. She says in today's day and age, people film everything. She said she thought it was a great lesson, and she explained why. Notice also that she is not giving the opinion of some people. She's clearly giving her own personal opinion here. So we're back to the million-dollar question. Do you think the baby taught the kids a valuable lesson, or do you think the baby was just being a jerk? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Personally, I'm agreeing with Aisha on this. You can't use video footage as a cop-out just because your feelings were hurt. Everybody is recorded nowadays, including the police department. So get over it. You should be more embarrassed that you were recorded doing something unethical. The lesson was a great one on several levels, the obvious one being that you should just be honest with people. When you listen closely, that main kid tries to fast talk the baby. He says on at least 3 separate occasions that he makes $400 off donations per day. Rule number 1 in sales: God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You listen twice as much as you talk. Had he just slowed down to listen, he would have realized the baby was trying to communicate something to him. The other lesson that nobody addressed is whatever business you're in, you should know it to the best of your ability. Neither one of them had a handling on math and exactly how much money was needed to sell out of the merchandise they were currently carrying. If you ever watched that show Shark Tank, nobody wants to do business with you when you don't understand your own business.
I'm sorry, I'm out.
And that's where I'll leave it for now. If you're new around here, our channel is a combination of podcasts for long-form understanding of conservative principles and soapbox news, videos where you get on your soapbox about the latest news of the day. Be sure you like, subscribe, and share with someone who should have been here with us today. If you didn't agree with me or Aisha today, that means you probably got today's answer wrong. So if you're a brand new conservative, you'll want to click on the video to your left so you can relearn what capitalism is. To see our latest video, click on the one to your right. We'll see you next time.